Hi, I'm Manny Pappas from Gearhouse Broadcast. I'm the Sales Director for Gearhouse Broadcast Australia. My role for the Taylor Swift concert was the Project Director for the television side. Effectively, we were only given very short notice. It was like 3 weeks out before the concert started. And it was quite a big concert too. It was 37 cameras in total.
I'm Chris Davies, Senior Engineer at Gearhouse Broadcast. One of the biggest challenges we faced was, because this was such a different project to the normal day-on-day jobs that we do, it required a completely different catalogue of equipment that we just don't normally carry.
The 4K requirement was tricky because using the Sony F55s with the adapter back disengaged the 4K record module, and that's why we turned to Atomos to provide us with the Shogun solution to record the 4K output. We had a mixture of broadcast cameras and cine type cameras, and along with specialty cameras like Spider Cam, Libra Hothead type cameras with the F55s. So it was quite unique. It was all recorded on EVS backed up to NAS drives. And then the client also bought their own recording system as well for editing.
The workflow at the back of the truck was a native 4K quad-link feed from the Sony F55 base stations through to 18 Atomos Shogun studio recorders.
It worked extremely well. The finished product, it speaks for itself, really.
This was a very successful venture. This was the first time that we'd tried using these recorders in this way. We would like to be more involved in that type of project, hence why we have a 4K truck in Australia.
I've never come across the Shogun product before, and I was pleasantly surprised about how it was so compact. One of the features I liked the most, I could see the picture that I was recording.
Certainly the first project I've been involved with, where we've had to do quad-link 4K signals. So that provided a little bit of a logistical challenge for us, given the cable distances that we had between the various trucks and recording areas on site, and just the quantity where we had to deal with, 4 of everything. We would just use a single cable per signal.
So in itself, that was a challenge because, the concert was 37 cameras. And once you know how it works, it's a great thing to do. And the results, as I said before, speak for themselves. We had 18 channels of video to record, and obviously we had 18 Shogun units to record those feeds. And I liked the display. It was easy to manage. I found the menu easy to operate. I could see what was being recorded. I had audio display on it, gave me the format that we were recording in. So I actually found a very good product, and the service we got from Atomos during the show was fantastic.
The Shogun recorders allowed us to capture the 4K media in a way that we could pass the media off to the client in a native format that would then fit directly into their post-production workflow. And it's an area which Gearhouse are wanting to expand their market share, and it's something we'd certainly like to try and repeat again.
4K is an interesting beast, especially in the broadcast industry, because obviously we can't broadcast 4K at the moment. Although for DVD release, we did the Pink concert as well. Taylor Swift was just so far out there, it was so big. The end product, from a 4K perspective, was spot on. The Atomos Shogun gives you the ability to record the 4K signal at a higher level and whatever frame rate you want to select, but it's value for money, because if I used an alternate solution that we have now trucks, it would have been a lot more difficult, a lot more expensive, but I ended up with the same product.